Have you ever had that feeling when you can't tell if you're asleep or you're awake? When you've lost someone important, you can't move on from that feeling. That split second before someone is gone forever, your body, your mind braces itself for that gut-wrenching moment when you know you will never see them again. The sinking feeling in your stomach, your heart dropping to your feet. That's your body telling you something's wrong. Hearing the phone ring and knowing it's bad news before you've even answered it. That's your split second. The glance I gave her just before she crossed the road. That was my split second. After they're gone, everything reminds you of them. Even the smell of my coffee in the morning reminds me of her. Because it's the first thing we would do every morning. Make coffee. I didn't value our time like I should have. I took it for granted. You never think too much into it. You're never sitting there with somebody thinking, these could be my last moments with this person. It's not something you casually think about. Maybe because it's too painful, or maybe because you know it's inevitable. Despite all the I love yous, the unspoken truths, the way you miss them when they leave the room, it never seems enough. Either way, you never think about it, because you can't bear it. I didn't think about it the last time I saw her. I should have done more. Been more. I wasn't enough for her, but still. She chose me, and she stood by me. And I should have thanked her every day for that. We had planned on going out for dinner together after work to celebrate my birthday. Even though she usually got home before me, I came back from a stressful day at work to find an empty house. I know I overreacted, but at the time I couldn't help but feel as though she was deliberately late, trying to ruin my night. It all seemed to make sense, especially after the news we had from the hospital the week before. So then when she finally got home an hour and a half later, in a bad mood, I snapped. It started off as a small argument, nothing to worry over, but then it just blew up. I know why she was mad at me. I was mad at me. Well, she wasn't really mad, she was upset. She had every right to be. We'd recently found out I can't have kids, and all we've ever wanted was a family. So, we took it out on each other. She doesn't mean it. Didn't mean it. I miss her. God, I miss her. The last thing she said to me was, "Happy fucking birthday, Michael, you prick." I want to say I ran straight out, chased her down the street and apologised. Told her she was my whole world, there was no space for anyone else. That she's all I ever wanted. How grateful I am that I have her. But I messed it all up. And that was the last thing I ever heard her say. I then got a text around 3 a.m. The next morning I was leaving for work and she hadn't shown up yet. But as I was walking out of the house, there she was, over the road. I smiled over at her. She waved back at me. Then she stepped off the curb. It takes a split second for life to be over. It takes a split second for somebody you love to be gone forever. The damage never repairs. The hurt never leaves. All you're left with is a hole, an emptiness where that person used to be. It's not what we have in our lives that matters. It's who we have. Hold on tight to the people you love, the people you cannot live without. Appreciate the days, the hours, the minutes you have with those people, because before you know it, they're gone. Cherish every moment, every person in your life, because you never know when they won't be around anymore. You may never get a chance to say goodbye. You never know when that split second will be.